We understand a lot of people are very happy on this happy occasion to be here in support of their families and their friends. We thank you for coming. At this point, we're going to ask to have the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent meditation. Thank you. Stand up, please.
Still not.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. At this time, may I have a motion to accept the minutes of May 7th, May 14th, and May 21st, items 1C, 1D, and 1E.
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Dickerson,
Second.
second by Mr. Quintanilla. All in favor? Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And I. Motion passes unanimously. He wishes he could attend today, but he unfortunately had other commitments at this time. In addition to our lovely board member, Ms. Robin Bolin, she wishes she can attend, but she is a newly minted grandma, less than 24 hours, so. We have another member of the Westbury family. She is sharing our Westbury love in the hospital. So we wish her much love and much love. At this time, I'm going to turn the meeting over to our wonderful superintendent, Dr. Tahira Dupree Chase.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How's everyone doing?
Great.
I love when this auditorium is filled with people. So I just want to extend greetings to all who are in the audience and all who are watching live stream. We're going to begin with commendations. We have quite a few. This is a festive time of year where we get to celebrate all the wonderful achievements throughout the school year. And of course, we wait to the end to celebrate those accomplishments. To help me this evening with the art and music commendations, I am going to ask our chairperson for performing art, Miss Nydia Keaveney. I saw her somewhere. Where is she? There she is. Let's give it up for Miss Nydia Keaveney. Performing in fine arts. So I'm going to ask Ms. Keaveney if she can help me with several. We are going to provide commendations for NSBA scores, which are quite impressive, band teacher, dedication, commitment, the Nassau BOCES Long Island High School for the Arts National Honor Societies, as well as, let's see, the Westbury Union, I'm sorry, the Nassau Museum of Art, Peace Prize, and the exceptional teacher is out, right? Exceptional educator will also be acknowledged as well. So, Ms. Keaveney, let's take it away, and I will help you because I have all the signed certificates here. We got this.
Good evening.
I thought you needed her.
Okay.
This evening, we'd like to honor two very special young men that had scored very high scores at NSBA, which is unheard of. And if I bring up his band teacher, he will give me a 1-hour speech. on both of the children. Mr. Rubenstein helped in assisting our students in NYSSMA, and our first student, Bradley Armand, has achieved the first all-state score of 100 of Westbury High School. Additionally, this score has not been made in this school district since 1996. Very impressive. We should be very impressed with this young man. As well as Kyle Noble earned a all-state score of a 99, and only the second in the past decade. I would like to also commend Mr. Rubenstein for an exceptional year, and I just want to thank him. He has been such a help this year as well for me, and congratulations, and thank you so much for everything you've done this year. This is for you too.
Surprise.
Here you go. Sorry, do you want to sit? Do you want to stand over there? We also have 3 students that brought their artwork. Our teachers brought their artwork to Nassau Museum Maine's Peace Prize, and each student that put in their artwork won a $1,000 scholarship. Each one of our students won a $1,000 scholarship. And I am so proud of them and their teachers as well. Okay, I'm so sorry. So I want to first introduce Marvin Juarez Pareja. He is one of our award winners and won a $1,000 scholarship for an amazing piece that he did of Chick-fil-A, just so you know. It was a great piece. Thank you, Marvin. Our next student is Jose Maldonado Rodriguez. I'm not sure if he's here. He as well, amazing piece. He is amazing with color pencils. I really wish we had his artwork here. It is just insane how wonderful he can color with color pencils. It's the realistic view of his work. And Kali Ortiz, she's an 11th grader, and we've got way more to see of this young lady. Yes. We're going to see her out in the world as an amazing artist, as well as all of these young ladies and gentlemen tonight. Thank you so much. And my last award for Miss Perez. She couldn't be here tonight, but she is an exceptional educator that has helped lead our AP students and our ceramics program to an incredible where she has children coming during their art. So thank you very much, Ms. Perez, and thank you so much, Mr. Rubenstein, and thank you so much to all. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. And for our Thespian Society, we have 2 more awards. I do apologize. We have Talia Ewing. Dad? Come on, Dad. Come on.
Is it his son?
I'm daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, daughter.
yeah.
And we also have Jeremiah Rodriguez. Yay, Mom! And baby. I know, it's so cute. Baby sister. Say that. Say that one more time.
Jeremiah is competing at the national level for the audio production program for Skills USA.
Thank you so much. I know. I want to thank these wonderful young ladies and gentlemen for being a part of the Westbury Art Program and Music Program. They are really shining and soaring, and I can't wait to see what else is going to come from them. So thank you so much, and thank you, Mr. Rubenstein and Ms. Perez. I hope you're watching at home. And thank you very much, everyone.
Is Miss Germain here? I saw the fabulous Claudia Germain somewhere. There she is. At Powell's Lane Elementary School, fourth grade scholars participated in a PSEG free and exciting environmental program with lessons and a challenge entitled I Am Empowered. And so for the rest of the commentary associated with these awards, I am going to ask the principal of Powell's Lane Elementary School to please come forward and talk to us a little bit about the competition in which your scholars participated.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, trustees. Good evening, Dr. Chase, our superintendent, assistant superintendents. Good evening, Westbury community. My name is Claudia Germain, and I am the very proud principal of Powell's Lane School. As principals, we often receive emails about different competitions, and some pique your interest, and some you say, oh, no, not this year. When I read the email from PSE&G, and I said, oh, it's about energy conservation. What a great opportunity for our scholars to learn about conserving energy. And I reached out to my wonderful science specialist, Ms. Candace Lombardi, and I said, let's rock this out, let's do this. And she has such great energy. She said, yes, let's do this. And so I would like Ms. Lombardi to stand and come forward, because I want to recognize you as well. Our entire fourth grade engaged in this opportunity. She contacted PSE&G, and they sent us all of the materials, free, of course, and she started working with all of the fourth grade classes. Our students, 2 of our teams of 4, advanced to the semifinals. And so we said, okay, this is looking good, very good. We had some help from the Long Island, New York chapter of the Links Incorporated. They came and they helped to videotape. We had help from our fabulous computer teacher, our ed tech. And the reason why I want them up here, because it's a team effort. I could stand here, I could take all the credit, but I won't, and that's not who we are at Powell's Lane. It was a team effort. So together, we all started working with the children, videotaping. Some of the children, they were so excited. They made their own t-shirts. They created their own scripts. They sang songs, and it was phenomenal. We advanced further. So our 2 teams moved forward, and Ms. Lombardi was very excited. And last Tuesday, they attended the competition event where one of our teams were winners. So we were very excited, very excited. I would like to add that this competition was for students in grades 4 through 8. I had this conversation. When they announced us as winners, everyone in the audience went, oh, Westbury, oh, 4th grade, and they started calling out our students' names, and as they came up, I couldn't be more prouder. I'm not only proud of our students, but I'm also proud of our staff. So Ms. Naravar, would you please stand? They're all in your class, and come forward. And at this time, I would like to recognize our scholars who are here. Please stand. Esmeralda, Chimney Paris, and Alana Souffrant. Come forward. Yes, of course. I would also like to thank Dr. Chase, because every time I contacted your office and I contacted you, I said, can we move forward with this? And her words were always, of course, absolutely, move forward. So thank you for your support. It means the world to me as the principal of Powell's Lane, and it means so much to all of us as a Westbury community. So thank you. Yay. Aaliyah's absent. Esmeralda, Chimney Paris, and Alana. Congratulations.
Was it an all-female team?
Yes.
Stand here with, please, just please. And we're going to see Mr. Alert and then we pose.
I'll take the lead. Thank you. I'm leaving with the microphone.
At this time, we also want to commend some very special people in our audience that may be in our audience, but we did this earlier to read off the list of retirees, and if you are in the audience, we ask you please stand so everybody can acknowledge you. Thanks.
So once again, the Westbury School District would like to commend and congratulate those who are retiring and moving to their next chapter. We thank you for your service to not only our scholars, but our school community and our community at large. As we stated in our small celebration prior to this meeting, you have left an indelible mark on our school district, regardless of your role, whether you serve food to our scholars to make sure that they were healthy and prepared to receive learning. You kept our buildings safe, you kept our buildings clean, you kept our school itself organized, you led our buildings, and you taught our beautiful scholars. We can never thank you enough for your work. So as Mr. Ewan indicated, if you are here, when your name is called, please stand. And I ask that when I call all of the names, that this audience and those who are at home watching as well, give a thunderous round of applause to these individuals. And the reason why I want you to put energy into it, those of us who give service to others typically spend more time with those who we serve than our own families. And I would like to thank those families for lending us those individuals. So, let's start. Celesta Ann Fanio, Joel Bosus, Marie Bryce, Donna Brody, Joanne Bruckner, Rosa Buffalino, Antoinette Campbell, Felicia Crawford, Brenda De La Rosa, Deborah Ellison, Marjorie Ferguson, Marianne Ferralito, Danny Gasparrett, Paul Gift, Lorraine Hodges, Marianne Humphrey, Kimberly Insignia, Jody Litt, Gladys Martinez, Lisette Martinez, Juliana Mitty, Beverly Moscaland, Tammy Murphy, Diane Musso, Dean Quinteros, Donald Ross. Jorge Santiago Jr. Elisa Scowley, Kathleen Smith, Marie Sulin, Olga Trapezzano, Leslie White, and also Carmela Robledo, who isn't here this evening, and I hope her family is watching. We thank all of these individuals for their service to the Westbury School District. Everybody, let's give it up. There's three. I am also going to ask that if we can just take a few moments to acknowledge three individuals whom I've named, who are no longer with us. They have transitioned before they can actually be celebrated. Brenda De La Rosa, who served our school district. She served as a teaching assistant, and she gave 21.1 years of service. Ms. Gladys Martinez, also teaching assistant. She gave our school district 4. Last, we recently lost Carmen Robledo. Carmen Robledo gave us 28 years of service. If we could just take a moment to reflect on the mark they've left in our school district, and many of us know these individuals, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And to the families of Gladys, to the families of Brenda, and to the family of Carmen, please know that we appreciate your loved one. We appreciate their time, their energy, and their love that they poured into our school district. They will forever be in our hearts.
At this time, we're going to open up the floor to anyone who has any questions regarding tonight's agenda or anything in the district.
Good evening.
Mr. McGivens, just hold on. We want to let her do her superintendent's report.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
give me a moment.
Good evening once again. I'm going to liven this room up because I feel like I sucked the air out of it. So I'm going to bring some energy back. First, let me just say congratulations to the class of 2024. Scholars who have participated and will participate in moving up ceremonies. The children are just absolutely exceptional. As we conclude another remarkable school year, I am just filled with pride and gratitude for the incredible achievements that we've accomplished together in the 2023-2024 school year. Our success is a testament to the unwavering support and collaboration between our dedicated community, our Board of Education, members of our esteemed industry partners, and you all, our parents, our educators. This year has been absolutely exceptional. We opened this year, everyone. We opened this year by going to Citi Field. Remember that? It was Westbury Day at Citi Field. We brought together families and friends for a day of unity and joy. Our scholars got to perform. Our scholars sang the national anthem. Our scholar threw out the first pitch at a national baseball game. We've had some great accomplishments together, and I'm only going to share a few summer as we end this school year and to be reminded of while we had our celebratory days, and I want us to hold on to it. Our most significant milestone was becoming an authorized international baccalaureate school district. We set a new standard for academic excellence. We did that. Our high school scholars have access to an electrical training certification program, equipping them with valuable skills for their future. We did that. We've implemented, I have a list. Hold on. But feel free to clap whenever you'd like. We implemented the Eureka Math Square program for all scholars, Math Mania. We created Mathemagicians in this school district, an exciting initiative that's aimed at enhancing math proficiency and fostering a love for the subject of mathematics. Our scholars were remarkable. Our district hosted a first time ever district-wide art show, showcasing the incredible and innate talent of our fabulous young artists and talented scholars. We saw a remarkable increase in candidates for the Seal of Biliteracy designation. Yep, we did that. We grew from 42 to 70, and we have 154 scholars who are set to earn the Seal of Civic Readiness. We did that. For the first time ever, we appointed a social studies chairperson, strengthening our commitment to this vital subject area where we are committed to teaching our scholars social studies the correct way. We expanded the STRIVE program to our high school and elementary, and I want to take my hat off to Mr. Jorge Santiago Jr., who will be retiring. That is the legacy that he has left behind to our school district, where we have brought our special learners, our unique, beautiful, unique learners back to our school district so that we can educate them the right way. They're our babies, and we're bringing them back. We've expanded. The middle school did such an exceptional job with the STRIVE program that we're expanding it up to the high and expanding it to the elementary. Thank you, Jorge. Our inaugural STEAM Up Fest was a tremendous success. Patty Muller, I appreciate you. At that particular event, we highlighted the importance of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And you know what else we did? Our district, our Board of Education, our administrators, some of our teachers, our chair people, our industry partners, our community members, our parents, our scholars, we collaborated and authored a book, furthering emphasizing our value on innovation, STEAM education, and community partnership. And by the way, that book, when we launched it, bestseller in 3 categories on Amazon. We did that. We expanded our offerings and resources for the adult education program, ensuring that learning opportunities extend to all members of the community. So I'll tell you a little bit about our adult learning program. Number one, they're graduating today. We've extended the program from 800 and somewhat to over 1,000. Our program is so exceptional that the Department of Defense has partnered with us. Our program is so exceptional that we've earned an additional over $125,000 in grant money to expand the program. Ashley Jackson, you may not be here, but I just want to say thank you. So I'm going to go really quickly for the rest. We've reimagined our summer program offerings, and we're now created a program called Future Maker, and guess what? We're now offering an athletic component to our summer program, Active Zone. We've implemented together a parent portal for elementary schools, and we even revitalized the elementary report card. We restructured the Student Code of Conduct to align to our DEI+B initiatives and goals. Natalie Nelson, Esquire, we appreciate you. This year also marked the launch of something that is so near and dear to my heart, and that is the Superintendent Student Advisory Council. I love those scholars. This particular opportunity provided our beloved scholars a voice and agency in shaping their own educational experiences. We have a house band, everybody. That house band is on fire under the direction of Mr. Costello. That house band is so amazing. They won an exceptional award at the Great Neck Music Fest, I believe that's what it's called. Come on, Westbury. Come on, look at the things that we're doing. Board of Education and myself, we have issued over 10 books to each scholar in kindergarten through grade 8, and we ensure that not only are our books culturally responsive, a few of us, Miss Germaine, Miss Vicky Sylvain, and I went to Scholastic themselves to ensure that we have Haitian Creole offerings for our babies, because we want to make sure that all of our children are represented in the books that they read. So this year, our children will be going home with not only books that reflect our Hispanic population, our African American population, our white Caucasian population, but also our Haitian Creole population. I'm so proud of that effort. I have more. This year, we launched our first year of the Model School PLC. We are one of the few districts in the state of New York that will be designated as a Model PLC school district. We hired a new supervisor for security, Jennifer Doyle, and an assistant supervisor for security, Zanetta Dean. We have the only female security leadership team in Nassau County. Oh, wait, there's more. Did you know that Westbury School District, has been identified and designated as a vendor to train security guards? We are that. There's more. Our own Jennifer Doyle is a certified trainer. So let's give it up, Westbury. We also appointed a director for interscholastic sports and intramurals. Her name is Tracy Province. I wish I could talk about all of our athletic achievements, but I'll save that for another time. But I will share a couple of things. We inaugurated a brand new turf field. That's ours. Our turf field is so amazing that we came in #1 in a turf war, and we competed with school districts from around the nation. We're providing our scholars with top-notch athletic facilities. We restructured our middle school softball field. We celebrated a wrestling countywide champion. We hosted our first ever track and field invitational. Our boys baseball are section champs. We had athletes that were chosen in particular areas as scholar athletes, such as our girls varsity swim team, our girls varsity soccer team, our boys swim team, our girls badminton team. All of these teams have been recognized as scholar athletes, and there's a few more. As it relates to the Office of Finance and Operations, as much as we desired to enhance our security measures, we did just that. We've installed blue lights and finally a PA system at our schools, and it is working exceptionally well. We maximize our COVID grant funds to support a variety of additional projects at our schools, in particular, security cameras, a Drexel Avenue bus loop, and new uniforms for our band. Our new electronic signboard, like you can't miss it when you come in here, prominently placed on Post Avenue and Jericho Turnpike, and that was done deliberately. Because if no one is going to tell our story, we are going to tell our story, and everybody's going to have to drive by and see it. We are doing amazing things at telling our own story about the fantastic things that are happening in our school district. Hey, we have air conditioning in some of our classrooms. And why am I talking about that? Because there are places where this is a luxury, and for us, it was a priority. So as we look back on just some of the achievements of the 23-24 school year, I hope you are just as encouraged as I. I am so proud of this district, and I am so proud of the work that we were able to accomplish together. I look forward to greater things in the 2024-2025 school year. It is going to be an exceptional year. We have laid down the foundation, everybody, and we can only go up from there. I look forward to welcoming our scholars back to school on Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. Don't forget your summer reading, and thank you all for indulging me.
At this time, we are going to allow the community to ask any questions regarding the school district or anything on tonight's agenda. Please come forward. State your name and address for the record.
Good evening, Chester McGibbon, 502 Alicia Drive. Mr. Vice President, at the last meeting, I used the opportunity to express my concern about the extension of the food service contract to the current contractor. And since then, I've used the opportunity to also foil for the factors concerning the bidding process. But before I do so, could you please explain to me what's the difference between an IFB and RFP, and what are the factors, the determinant factors that would choose one over the other?
Are you referring to a particular?
No, it's concerning this proposal that was that led to we're still keeping our market as our food service provider.
In terms of? Is that
Well, the documents state that this document is not a request for proposal. It's not an RFP, it's an IFB.
What agenda item are you referring to? Is that an agenda item, or is that?
No, it's just concerning a follow-up to the conversation we had at the last board meeting around Aramark Food Services. And I went ahead and I did a foil in it. As a matter of fact, I stated that I hereby request a copy of the RFP that was issued for the school district providing food service for Westbury Union Food School District, and also the total number of responses to the said RFP, and if possible, the names of the responders. So I got a reply, and it stated, I will read the terse reply, but I would still like to know the difference between an IFB and an RFP, since it was an IFB that was submitted instead of an RFP.
I'm sorry, Mr. McGibbon, we just want to make sure we're hearing you correctly. You're saying RFP, as in request for proposals, correct? And then what is the second
The
term?
document said that this document is not a request for proposal. It's an IFB. And my question is, what are the differences and what are the factors that would determine one over the other? I'm used to RFP. It's the first time hearing an IFB.
We will ask the superintendent to ask the business official.
Good evening, Mr.
Good
McGibbon.
evening,
How are you?
Madam Superintendent.
Yes, sir. Are you asking us, we just want to make sure we answer your question properly. Are you asking us the difference between an IFB and an RFP?
That's what it says, that you did not submit an RFP.
Sure.
You submitted an IFB, and
you're
I just
asking-
want to make sure
Absolutely. We
what
got
it
you.
is.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask our business official to address your concern so that she can provide clarity to not only you, but maybe there are others in the audience who have the same question. Ms. O'Neill?
Thank you, Dr. Chase. So an RFP is a request for proposal. I'm assuming what you have in that email, because I don't see the email, could they have meant a bid? Or, because we issue RFPs, which would be a request for a proposal, that would be for things like professional services, like legal. We prepare bids for things like supplies. We might have an RFQ, which would be a request for a quote. Could that possibly be a typo by somebody who responded to you?
Ms. O'Neill, I think you're absolutely correct when you mentioned the bid. IFB is sometimes the abbreviation for invitation for bids. So I think you're right on point when you mentioned the bidding process.
So what are the determinant factors that would choose one over the other?
So Ms. O'Neill, what Mr. McGibbons is asking is the difference between the two. If you can just help him out with that.
Again, an RFP, we issue things like our legal department, our attorneys. It could be for our auditors. A bid is, and with an RFP, we are not required to go with the lowest quote. It's the most responsible person. So we could have 2 legal firms that respond, and we don't necessarily have to go with the lowest price. When we issue a bid, such as something for supplies or equipment, we have to go with the lowest responsible bidder. So if you and I are bidding on the same thing, regardless of other service that I may have had with the district, if you're the lower bidder, they have to go with you. Does that help?
Oh, okay, I got you. But my greater concern, though, is the terse response that I got from the board or whoever replied to me. It just said there was one bid, and it's from Aramark. My question is, do you have any plans to reissue this bid? And could you also tell me when was the bid advertised, the RFP, in what newspapers, what edition of the newspaper, who created the bid specs, and was it sent to the state for their approval? Again, do you have plans to reissue this bid?
At this time that we issued, and Mr. Stein, correct me if I'm wrong, but last year we went and we issued the food service bid. We issued that, we went through the state, got their approval for it, and it was awarded last year. For this year was year 1, and next year is year 2. Typically, we are required to go out every 5 years. However, if the board chooses, we can issue another one and go out earlier.
And so one was not done recently in terms of being advertised in a newspaper?
A specific date?
Yeah, I'd like to know what newspaper, what edition.
Tuesday, on Tuesday's Westbury Times.
Tuesday.
And if you're looking for a specific date, we can pull that up and I can send that to you. But I do not have the specific date that it was advertised.
I think the mistake is being made. A request for proposal is an open request. An invitation for bids are invitations to specific companies that provide a specific service. So that's what the IFP is. We're not required to go out and advertise in public for it. We can go specific companies and make a request for them to bid.
So it was not advertised in any papers?
I don't know if this one was, but in terms of IFBs, you're not required to advertise.
So this was just a rollover to the current,
Right now, or we'll have to look at
because only
it.
one bid, it says one bid. There was one bid.
If I recall correctly, we only did have one bid at that time.
Yes, I understand that. But based on the conversations we've been having, and some people expressed displeasure with the current Aramark, and I would believe that they would put out bids to see if there are other food service providers out there. You're telling me now that it was rolled over?
What I'm telling you right now is we've had one invitation to bid. We only had one bid at the time.
And that's Aramark?
And that was Aramark.
And do you have any plans to resubmit this bid? Because, again, based on the conversation and the discussion we had last week, which I will not regurgitate here, we're still satisfied with this current food service provider, and we're not seeking to see if there are other services out there that we might find more palatable.
As we sit here today, we have not discussed going out for bid for a food service program.
Do you know if that will be discussed?
I don't know at this time what the board desires and what the administration puts forth to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions from anyone else in the audience? I want to acknowledge the reason why many of you are here. I know there are people who are going to be appointed today, people that are going to receive tenure today, people we're going to welcome to the district. I'm going to state your name, and I'm going to ask that you stand, and we will welcome you all at one time to the Westbury family. And also those that are in the Westbury family that are receiving tenure, we will acknowledge those as well. I ask that Madhavi Goparaju please stand. West Teaching Assistant, Westbury Middle School. Civil Service appointments of Glennis Palacio. Please, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Quintanilla. Yes. Welcome. Juanita Vanderpool. We welcome you to our district, and we're looking forward to working a long time with you, and hopefully that you love our district as much as we love it. Thank you. Now we're going to go for people that are going for actual tenure. So get your jacket ready, Mr. Banks. Eric Banks, physical education teacher. Angela Biggins, special speech teacher. Bree J. Book, special education teacher. Jessica Cruz, elementary education teacher. Danielle Escota, special education teacher. Jessica Useda. I said it, you say that. Science teacher. Maribel Flores, elementary education teacher. Melissa Galvin, math teacher. Catherine Joseph, school psychologist. Elizabeth Knox, science teacher. Dr. Samantha Preston, school psychologist. Catherine Quiros, elementary education teacher. And last but not least, John Swazi, elementary education teacher. We'd like to welcome each and every one of you to our continued family. Welcome to tenure. May the light that you had before tenure continues. May you continue to instill the love and affection that you have for the children throughout your career, so that when you come to 29.67 years of service and you retire, we can all say what a wonderful ride we had. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You may be seated. At this time, I'm going to make a comment about one of our tenure recipients. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart, personally, because she saved my daughter's life. In terms of her, during the pandemic, my daughter was in a bad way, and she opened her doors to my daughter and made her love school again. So I'd like to ask Dr. Sharice Pemberton to stand. And it is an honor to be able to give you tenure. You haven't got it yet. We got some time to go. Also, I would like to introduce to the Westbury family, 2 new members of the Westbury family. One will be our Director of K through 12 E&L bilingual and funded programs, Ms. Sylvia Jimenez. Jimenez. Thank you. Would you like to say something?
Thank you, Board of Ed trustees, Dr. Chase, assistant superintendents, members of the cabinet. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I would like to thank the whole Westbury community, the staff, the parents, the scholars. I am looking forward to this. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
And we are sad to say that our current principal at the middle school will be leaving, retiring. I know she's very happy about that. She left an indelible imprint in our school and our school district, and the next person is going to have very big shoes to fill. Ms. Dion Jagan. She will be the Westbury Middle School principal.
I am truly honored and humbled to stand before you today. I want to take this time and moment to acknowledge our Board of Education. Thank you, and our trustees, our assistant superintendents for supporting me during this process, Dr. Bloom, Ms.
Yes. Yes, okay. As I'm thanking our dedicated assistant superintendents, I would also like to acknowledge our lovely superintendent, Dr. Chase. Thank you so much for believing in me, trusting in me, and giving me this opportunity to lead. Thank you. Also, thank you. Good evening, esteemed guests, colleagues, friends, and there's lots of colleagues here. I'm so proud to call you my colleagues. Our lovely scholars, all of the families that have joined us here today on such a momentous occasion. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank my dedicated family and adoring friends. I owe you an abundance of gratitude. I love you so much, and my lovely children that are here. You are the motivation to my mission to serve. You are the power of my purpose to educate all the young scholars that we saw here today. And when I heard the superintendent's message today, it just reinforced how important it is for us to lead with dignity and support and to propel our students forward. I also want to take time to show reverence and recognize our previous principal, Ms. Felicia Crawford. Your dedication, thank you. Yes, your dedication and leadership has laid a very strong foundation for our school. I'm inspired by your commitment to excellence and your unwavering belief in the potential for every scholar. I am grateful for the legacy that you have left behind, and I am committed to building on it as we collaboratively move forward, onward and upward to the next level of greatness at Westbury Middle School. As I accept this position, I do so with a deep sense of responsibility, commitment, and a clear vision for the future. I'm so excited. I'm excited about the possibilities that lie ahead, and I'm confident that together with our teachers, our scholars, our staff, our board, our trustees, our superintendents, the community, that we can take Westbury Middle School to new heights with the support of our dedicated staff, our engaged parents, our scholars. I am committed on creating a learning environment that is inclusive, innovative, and empowering. And that empowerment comes from me too. I also want to feel empowered. We're going to do it together. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve and the ability to fulfill my purpose to educate. And I'm looking forward to working collaboratively with each and every one of you. We have to continue to ensure the success and build upon the strong foundation that was laid this year and previous years. Together, we will continue to inspire and educate and empower the next generation of leaders. That is the Dragon Pride, One Westbury. Thank you again for your trust and your support. Let's embark on this journey together and make Westbury Middle School a place where every scholar thrives and reaches their full potential. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the kind words. You have not been elected or approved yet, so it's premature. So we're gonna hold on to those words afterwards. At this time.
Thank you, Vice President Ewing. At this time, if Trustee Wilson is ready to make her motion to abstain, I believe we will have that first.
Thank you, Council. I will abstain from the agenda item 8C. I don't know if everyone has the agenda in front of them, but it's an appointment of various employees within the district, one of which is related to me. So in that sense, I will be abstaining from that particular agenda item.
That being noted by the district clerk, at this time, I'm going to have request a motion to block vote the entire agenda. Yeah.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Quintanilla.
Second.
Second by Mr. Keynes. All in favor? Mr. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And I say aye. Motion passes unanimously. The agenda has been approved. Congratulations to each and every... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that was a motion to block vote. I'm sorry. Can I have a motion to approve the block vote?
So moved.
Yeah. Second.
So moved by Ms. Wilson, second by Dr. Dickerson. All in favor, Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Now, motion passes unanimously. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Welcome to Westbury. At this time, can I have a motion to go into an executive session to discuss items of personnel? There will be no vote coming out of executive session.
So moved. Second.
Regarding a particular person, yes.
I didn't meet her.
It's been moved and second. It's been moved and second.
Being moved and seconded, all in favor, Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Ms. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes? Aye. Dr. Dickerson? And I vote aye. Motion passes unanimous. There will be no votes coming out of executive session. We should be in executive session no longer than 1 hour. Could I have a motion to go into executive a motion to come out of executive session?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Kane,
Second.
second by Mr. Quintanilla. All in favor, Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
Mr. Keynes, second by Mr. Quintanilla. Ms. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Quintanilla?
Aye.
Mr. Keynes?
Aye.
Dr. Dickerson?
Aye.
And aye. Motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned. Thank you, and we'll see you at our reorg meeting on June 10th. Have a great night. July 10th. I'm sorry, I'm going back in time. Good night.